At NEOS, we work with IT and business executives at companies across the insurance industry to set technology strategies, deliver data management solutions, and to overcome technology constraints. Through this process, we've gathered a great deal of insight on current and future industry trends. NEOS has put this webcast together to share some of these insights. This webcast provides a summary view of the top 4 industry trends that as an industry insider ought to be on your radar, and our top 4 impediments to progress that may already have you worried. One of the most significant trends in the insurance industry is an oncoming rush of modernization-related work. Business strategies driven by poor economic conditions called for many IT shops to dial back modernization efforts and associated staff. As a result, the work of consolidating and upgrading key technology portfolios was largely sidelined or postponed. Now, as the business climate changes, companies are finding that their current business strategies require modernized technologies and that, due to the preceding scale down, they are behind. The impending push, driven by competitive pressure to differentiate themselves in the marketplace, will center around greater ease of use and improved support for customers. The key opportunity associated with this modernization push is to leverage this work to mitigate both business and IT risks. Mobile technology holds tremendous promise for insurers in the future. At NEOS, we expect insurers across the industry to place a greater emphasis on presenting themselves on mobile platforms. This isn't just for consumer lines, although you should expect them to lead the way in many respects. This will impact everyone. Insurers are looking to put more capabilities in the hands of consumers and build customer relationship equity by offering them added convenience. On the subject of agents, NEOS foresees a strong trend towards tablet use and support. Whereas insurers have seen relatively limited adoption of their apps among consumers, apps for agents will likely prove more useful. Technology leaders in the industry have had their eyes on cloud technology for some time now. There are several key indications that cloud strategies will deliver on all the industry hype as early as this year. Surveys by IBM and by Insurance and Technology have revealed that cloud adoption has been rising quickly in recent months. Traditionally, IT leaders have been turned off by concerns around information security. This worry persists, but surveys indicate that confidence in the cloud is becoming more and more widespread as providers work to beef up their security precautions. In NEOS's assessment, this is a good thing. Cloud implementations allow increased scalability, simplified disaster recovery, and easier maintenance. Software as a service is a particularly exciting trend in insurance. These implementations offer organizations the ability to offload maintenance and upkeep work and allow them to focus on activities that provide competitive advantage to the company. The software as a service model provides inherent speed and scalability. Deployments are faster because the software is already up and running on the provider's infrastructure. Software as a service will come as a boon to smaller to mid-size insurers. You should expect their ability to compete with larger industry players to increase as a result of this trend. The first of our 4 impediments has to do with the changes and uncertainty that are currently casting shadows over the industry. Regulations like TRIPRA and the ACA are going to have a large impact on insurers. There is also considerable uncertainty around them. TRIPRA still hasn't been renewed. The Affordable Care Act's impact on health insurers and its spillover effects into the property and casualty space are still far from completely understood by analysts. Significant M&A activity is also expected for the year ahead. Fitch, a Big 3 ratings agency, has forecasted an increase in M&A activity in their life insurance industry outlook. When taken together, all of this flux will result in substantial business changes that IT organizations will need to anticipate, facilitate, and cope with. NEOS also foresees that for many insurers, the year ahead will be a time where resource constraints will be an unfortunate reality for IT leaders. Surveys of the industry have indicated that CIOs are facing budgets that are largely flat from the prior year. Priorities amongst leaders are also shaping up to be largely similar, with little change in top initiatives from last year. The focus of those initiatives lies with maintaining legacy systems rather than with business growth and new technology opportunities. If this remains the case, then we can expect many of the promising trends mentioned at the front of this webcast to remain on the sideline. Big data has been a buzzword for many years now. For the insurance industry in 2014, it looks poised to stay just that for the time being. Companies are still awash in data, but collecting, maintaining, and using big data will require serious redesigns of their business processes. These far-reaching changes have proved to be too much for companies to stomach thus far. This is supported by industry research, most particularly by Gartner, that indicates minimal investment and implementation in big data despite all of the attention it has gotten. Big data may provide big benefits someday in the form of targeted marketing and improved business intelligence, but for now, that day seems far off. Our final impediment has to do with the impending backlog of modernization work that insurers have had to put off during the recession. Aging systems are bad enough as they are. They slow speed to market, add complexity, and limit readiness for new technologies. NEOS believes that when modernization efforts are postponed, they become harder to execute. This will spell serious difficulty for many insurers. Patience from the business side is already generally limited when it comes to lengthy modernization efforts, so asking them to support longer and more intensive ones can be problematic. Another cause for concern is the fact that modernization work comes at the expense of putting resources into other efforts. If this deferred modernization work is going to be even more resource intensive, then the trade-offs will likely be even more severe. We appreciate you taking the time to tune into our webcast. We hope that you learned something and that you'll be encouraged to share this video as well. In support of this webcast, we provided a white paper on our website that deals with each of the subjects in greater depth. The link to that white paper is on your screen now. For more information, you can visit our website, neosllc.com, or request periodic updates by following the link on your screen. Also, feel free to reach out to me at etrunts@neosllc.com with any questions, comments, or otherwise.